relatively new. You used to, if you went to a liquor store, you used to be able to get, like, for the longest time, it was only hard liquor. No, like, wine and hard liquor, that was it. No fucking beer at all. Then they allowed them to carry beer, but very limited. So you're only allowed the major players. That was it. Independents weren't allowed. Mind you, independents didn't really exist anyway. But yeah, so he's going after, he wants to basically disband the beer store and then privatize the whole thing.
Yeah, it's just... I don't understand what he's doing and how he thinks he's he's repealed all the tax or all the cuts, all the funding cuts.
Yeah.
And now he's just like, what are you doing? You're not going to get any support after the $1 a beer thing. No one cares what you're doing with beer now, you idiot.
I will give him this though. I mean, the Ontario government makes a tremendous amount of money on alcohol sales because they own the rights to all of it.
Yes.
You know, they took a bit of a hit as soon as grocery stores were allowed to carry it, but they have a firm grip saying, no, it's privatized only, you're not allowed to have a fucking independent. Ford wants independence because he knows that, for the most part, it's going to give you a better selection because independent people will fucking carry anybody's beer.
That's right.
All the local breweries, all the local craft stuff, everything else, they will fucking carry all of it. That's the upside to doing privatized. The downside, which is what, as you guys know, is it's usually more expensive.
Yes.
Because it's more expensive buying at the private place than it is to go to the BC liquor store, right?
It's less now than it was. They've had to adjust because the liquor store took away all their power here. They didn't shut them down, but the liquor store put limits on how much they're allowed to charge and started being open on Sundays here, which took a huge chunk of their profit because who's going to pay more on a Sunday when you can just pay government prices? So they tried to do something similar here, and then they backed off and put this instead, which is equally as bad.
Well,
they just made it so you're not allowed to charge, like, there's a limit on how much you're allowed to charge over and above the government price.
See, the one thing I appreciate about out there is at least out there you have the option.
Yeah, but you're also not allowed to sell below government prices. That's a law as well.
Oh.
So you can't be cheaper than the government store, but there's a limit to how much you can charge. And you can't, well, now they've made it so you legally can't be open really long. You can be open on weeknights until 11 p.m. So you got the 2 hours more than the government stores. But I don't know why anyone would I don't think anyone new is getting into that industry. It's just, there's no money now.
Yeah, no, not really.
And that's what Ford's going to do. He's going to kill a part of the market that's a viable place to make a living. So no one's going to lose a job over it, but no one's hiring an employee this year.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So there goes.
Never thought about that.
Any jobs you plan on creating there, Dougie.
Fucking dumbass.
Just, oh God, we vote for all the wrong people all the time, and this is what they do. Oh, damn it.
Every time.
I was really excited to talk about this, but I guess you haven't seen it yet because it doesn't appear to be on my Facebook page. There is a brand new hell of a cliffhanger, crazy, exciting, what the hell might happen next robot video.
Oh, okay.
But I thought I had posted it before the show, and apparently I didn't. So everyone, you have that to look forward to.
Including me.
It's a doozy. I couldn't believe how it turned out. It's a thrill ride from beginning to end.
Well, yeah, you got me excited. I'm looking forward.
Oh, and wait till you see part 2. Oh, these ones could stand alone as their own movie.
Really?
I think you really get a sense of who the characters are. There's a lot of character development in this one.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
But part 2 is shit. It came right out of nowhere. It's not published yet.
Okay.
I'm probably going to wait till next summer, like most blockbusters do.
I'll tell you all about it, tell you how much better it's going to be, but...
I'm going to make you wait a year. And Dorks, I love it. God bless him, Dorks still line up. Oh, I'm lining up for the new Star Wars. It doesn't come out for 11 months. I'm going to be the first in line. They don't even sell tickets in lines anymore. What are you doing? I'm first in line.
Right. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters to them.
Yeah, but you're the only one in line. Everyone else bought their tickets online.
Yeah. So while you're in line trying to get tickets, everybody else already has theirs, and they're in front of you, dumbass.
Yeah, but that's not the real line.
Yeah.
Nerds are awesome.
So apparently, there is a new Transformers movie that was supposed to be getting done.
Jesus Christ!
And it's been scrapped.
Good.
Michael Bay is officially done with the Transformers movie. He's not doing any more. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the best things in the world. But their focus now is on Bumblebee, so they're going to be doing a second Bumblebee movie.
No, good.
And then...
Because everyone loved Bumblebee. He was the most popular toy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure that the first Bumblebee movie, I'm pretty sure it didn't do all that well in the theater.
Of course not. Nobody liked Bumblebee. It was a fucking Volkswagen.
But that was his charm.
Optimus
That's what
Prime.
I don't like about the new one.
No one wants to play with the little shitty toy. Get it right. This is why Transformers fans didn't like Transformers movies. It had nothing to do... We wanted fucking Optimus Prime. Megatron turned into a gun.
Yeah, I had Megatron. That was awesome.
Not a Volkswagen that turns into a bisexual. No one wants that.
And I never understood the whole vocal thing. Like, what was with the voice thing? That wasn't from the cartoon. He had a voice, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what was with that? Why? And all the advances, and for some reason they can't fix his voice. For how many years? Like, come on.
Yeah, super...
You're a giant mechanical machine, man. Fix yourself.
Super giant, intelligent mechanical machines. And you know, something's bad when the last minute decision is, you know what this movie really needs? Bernie Mac.
Oh, fuck you. Bernie Mac was the only good thing about the
I know.
movie.
That's when you know you've got problems.
We already have this super hot chick that nobody can stand for personality-wise.
Yeah.
We got her. We got a horrible actor for the main role that nobody liked. Well, we need somebody's going to actually like in this thing. Oh, let's not Bernie Mac. He'll fucking rock it. And he did. God bless him.
Go with Bernie Mac. What were you thinking? God, it was just... Those are worse than Marvel movies as far as letdown. I know you're the big Avengers fan, but I'm going back. Oh, God, I can't even think of... Oh, God. What's his name? The director, the original Spider-Man.
I don't know who was the original director.
They're terrible movie, that's all I'm saying. The original Marvel, the first attempt at Marvel movies.
I don't even remember which one. What was that?
The Tobey Maguire ones.
Oh, yeah, those are fucking terrible.
Actually, no, if you want to talk original, it would have been The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, I forgot he did it. I forgot he was a Punisher.
He wasn't. Basically.
No. It was like what they did to Deadpool and fucking X-Men.
Yeah, but worse. They used to just not. It was like that one He-Man movie. How come they've never done another He-Man movie? Get it right. You're gonna do Howard the Duck and not fucking He-Man? What is wrong with you people?
Yeah, and especially considering, like I said, remember I told you about that commercial? I don't even know what the commercial is fucking for. It doesn't even matter. But it's like Skeletor is sitting at a bar in his like full Skeletor outfit, and fucking He-Man walks in, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, they're gonna fight!" And then just as they get up close and everything else, all of a sudden the theme song from fucking Dirty Dancing comes on. Now I have the time of my life, and they reenact the entire dance scene.
That's good
But
quality.
they're full, like the costumes, the look were so good. It was so perfect. Whoever did that commercial, they need to do the new fucking He-Man movie to be perfect.
Well, we need a new He-Man movie because the first one's an embarrassment.
Oh, that was so bad. Dolph Lundgren again.
Dolph Lundgren again? You're right.
Yeah.
Dolph, what are you doing?
He did good in the what the fuck, the Expendables movie, because that's what you expect.
Yeah, well, if anyone should do good in those movies, it's everyone who's in those movies. I mean, if one of them didn't do good, it would have been just a silly thing.
Yeah, those movies were done perfectly. Like, there's no getting around it.
Well, those guys all have a good sense of humor, for the most part. But what a great idea. They were all good sports about it. I'd like to see...
Hey, did you know that Sylvester Stallone fucking hated Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I didn't know that. I always thought that was just kind of a rumor.
Yeah, no, he straight up confirmed it. He's like, oh yeah, no, I didn't. I wanted to do everything I could to avoid it, but I knew I couldn't avoid not having him in the movie.
Yeah.
So he shot the movie, and then afterwards Schwarzenegger comes up to him and he's like, so we're going to do another one? He's like, well, if I am, you're not fucking going to be in it. You didn't kill me off this time. Yeah, I'll make sure I get that right the second time around.
That's awesome. I like it. The greatest, one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life is called JCVD. And it's
oh my god, that movie is amazing.
It's fantastic, and talk about a guy making fun of himself. And he's someone I never expected to have a sense of humor, because I always heard he was kind of a douche, but that is one of the funniest movies ever made.
Oh my god, there's that whole major sequence where he has that, like, really serious part, where it's just him talking about how he's basically been, like, treated like shit throughout his whole life, like, even his hometown, every fucking thing was nothing but a joke.
Whoop, sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, that was that was a really good movie.
For people who haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go out and check out JCVD. Great semi-autobiographical movie about Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, it takes place in his hometown of Brussels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes place in Brussels, and it's basically just him trying to get his check cashed. Really, what it boils down to.
And he can't. Hilarity ensues. I don't want to spoil it for people, but it's damn good.
Yeah, that was a shocker. I got that. I rented that movie as a gag. I was just thought, I'm just gonna get really fucking baked and watch this movie, and then ended up really enjoying it. I'm like, oh, this movie is great.
More people should be able to do that.
What was the question?
And like I said, if I could do a script, I would do an Expendables style movie with all the horror movie characters.
Ooh, a free for all in their own, like, as they are.
Yeah, they're the characters, like Expendables style movie, but it's got Jason and Michael and Freddy and Chucky, and they all got to get together for some reason and kill together.
Oh, that'd be great. They get ostracized in public because nobody likes them.
Yeah, something like that.
But for some reason, they never end up in jail ever, so they just got to keep wandering around.
Yeah, and they just band together and they murder everyone.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
that's a really good idea.
I think I'm full of them, and nobody listens except you. Well, and 5,000 other people. Thanks, guys. The more of you...
Give us some money so we can fund this shit.
The more of your friends you convince to listen, the more these things will actually become realities, because I will do them. You know I will.
Oh... They'll be spectacular.
And I guarantee every one of those actors would be on board, too. Like, Kane Hodder, he loves Jason. He'll do another one for sure.
Yeah.
Robert Englund, he's never done anything. He doesn't mind.
Actually, he's doing another Freddy versus Jason.
Is he really?
Yeah, they're doing another Freddy versus Jason. And I have to admit, I'm ultimately disappointed by that.
Oh, the first one was...
As much as I was really looking forward to the first one, I don't know, it was just something about it was lacking.
It was terrible. They made Freddy a wuss.
Yeah.
Get out of my head! Fuck off. Really? He's stronger than that. He's so smart. His whole thing is psychological. He messes with people. Jason's not going to fuck him up. Jason was a dumb kid.
Yeah, Jason's a blunt object. That's
horrible.
It. Who can cover tremendous amount of ground just by walking.
Yeah.
I loved about him.
I love the greatest. Now,